So our independent record label, we're distributed by Sony BMG. We have, we're like any label, and we're fortunate enough because we have a distribution sales staff, because we have these retail stores. We actually have a really large staff to work on our projects, and I think it's great. We obviously have a sales staff. They're the same sales staff as our distribution. Most independent labels don't have that, though. We're able to actually call stores directly and say, hey, you need to buy our record. On your next order, you need this record, and that's great. We typically outsource our publicity and some of our internet marketing, although we do it in-house on some projects. We also have an in-house, we do radio in-house. We have a marketing department in-house that, we're fortunate enough to be able to really make a lot of stuff happen. And that's largely because everybody in the company really does play a role in making our label successful. And lastly, our A&R staff is comprised of everybody in our company. Everyone in our company has the ability to bring a record in and get it onto the shelves. And it's not just as simple as like, hey, I like this artist, let's get it out. But everybody has a voice here. Everybody has an opinion. Everybody has a say in who we work with. And that's certainly something that I see as different from most other companies. Our A&R department, like I said, it's everybody in our company. We have a meeting once a week where, you get 10 guys in a room and argue about who's hot, who's not, what record's great, what record sucks, who's working and who isn't. But it comes down to a kind of a democratic process. And it's very rare that it's a unanimous decision, but the way we work is we try to make sure we work with artists that our entire staff can get behind and feel proud about working with. Because that's what it's about. You're at an independent label. You want to work with artists you like. If you work at, Universal, you might have to work with a lot of guys you don't like. And I think that's what kind of is great about being an employee here is like every record we put out, it's like, yeah, okay, great. I like those guys. They're talented. They're hard workers. I'm a fan of their music. They're cool guys. We have everybody on board behind our records, by the time they come out. And I think that's really, really cool. Whereas a major, I think it kind of flows. You have some power, but at the end of the day, it's like, this is the guy we signed. This is the guy we're working with, coming down from the top.